My man.
How you doing?
Dude, I'm awesome. How are you doing?
Good. I'm really good.
Amazing. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah,
I sure appreciate
sure.
it. So, I'm going to start off by asking you, Jonathan.
Yeah.
This is Jonathan here. So, tell us a little bit about you outside the studio, who you are and sort of where you come from.
Me outside the studio. Just your average 25-year-old, likes movies, hangs out with friends, the usual. And then just relaxes on my couch most of the time. But yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. Awesome. So, and from what I remember, you had a little bit of a background acting before you found our studio, right?
Yeah,
Can you tell me about that?
I acted in high school after choir, and I just fell in love with it. Fell in love with theater and just basically everything there is to know about acting. So yeah, it was fun. It was cool. And I never actually got a chance to do it because Colorado didn't have too much. But yeah, it was fun.
So, but wasn't there also a movie you made too, right?
Yeah, in high school, yeah. Got a few awards.
No big deal.
No big deal. Just few awards.
Yeah, and were you in that movie too?
I was in that movie, yeah.
So did you direct it and you were in it?
I directed it, edited it a little bit, and did pretty much all of it with a little help. But yeah, it was really fun.
That's incredible. What was that movie about?
Just my life and what it is from my perspective.
Sure.
Especially during my high school years, just because I wanted to tell people, show people I was normal.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you a little bit about your history? So, why are you in the chair?
I have cerebral palsy.
Okay.
It affects the gray matter in your brain, so I'm not too good at math because that part got affected, but everything else is normal except I can't walk, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And is this something that has affected you since birth?
Yeah, it has. I used to be able to walk in a walker most of the time, but that is as far as I got. Then I had a bunch of surgeries, and that knocked me down for years upon years, and here we are.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we did a movie in high school, then you did some community theater and whatnot. How did you find this place? How did you find Deering Acting Studio?
Well, I was looking online for acting studios because I just moved to the Phoenix area February of last year. And then I found you guys and another one, but you guys were the first one to call back. So we went with you guys.
When you say that, it brings a lot of emotion for me because February 2nd, 2018 is the day I tell people that's the day I woke up. It's the day that that God really reached me and I made a lot of changes in my life and just made some decisions. And since that day, I've been progressing in every way possible. And it's not, I don't know, it doesn't seem like an accident that you found us then, I tell people it's interesting that sometimes people leave here and they usually come back is the interesting thing. And from my opinion, it's one of two things. It's either they need to leave and find themselves as a person and be ready for our teaching.
Yeah.
Or our teaching needs to evolve to be ready for them.
Yeah.
And I think I had to evolve to be ready for you.
Yeah. Definitely.
I remember getting that. It was a text message from your mom actually through like a Google thing, and I didn't really know how it worked because I just hadn't done that before, and she was very adamant about you, and she was very protective, and she wanted to make sure that you were going to find the right place, and I remember just saying like, of course. It didn't even cross my mind. It's just so funny. It's just the way we've always operated is our philosophy is everything starts with love. So love is the center of everything we do. So in the history of our company, we've never turned away a student for any reason at all.
Yeah.
The only reason that we would ever try to help somebody, encourage them to leave, is if they're not being a light, they're not being good for the people that are here. You know? So it's very, very interesting. I'm so glad you're here. You've been such a wonderful part of our studio, and we consider you family. And I know that whenever I see you pulling up specifically, that just brings an automatic smile to my face. I'm sure you do that to a lot of people.
Definitely.
Okay, great. So you made it to here. The next question then is, how has Deering Acting Studio, or this studio specifically, influenced you as a person outside the studio?
Just the way I interact with people, like always trying to bring a smile to their face anyway, but just the way I interact and the way I act and just everything about myself, just talking a little bit better, clearer, and all that. And so it's just been really awesome and really fun. But yeah, so.
That's great. So what about how has the studio impacted your mindset as an actor, your process?
It definitely has impacted me because I've been learning a lot of lessons from you guys, because I didn't know a whole bunch of things because obviously I never experienced them before. So it was just fun, like thought life and triggers and all that. So I'm still trying to learn them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's been fun.
And you know what, we're gonna keep pushing you. That's gonna be something we're gonna keep doing. And I love the thing about you too is you ask for it, and you're not alone in that. Actors will come to us and they'll say, hey, I'm ready for more. And when we either can feel it or they tell us, and then that's when we kind of jump in and I'll go, okay, next level, let's take it.
Yeah.
You know, so you've progressed in front of my eyes so far since I've met you. So congrats on that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I try.
I like this question. So in one word, how would you describe Deering Acting Studio?
Joyful. Because I know where all this is leading to. It's not leading to like disappointment. It's leading towards excitement and all the things that are coming for me and everybody else. So it's awesome. It just is.
What is coming for you?
Hopefully film, TV, anything else that I could probably get my hands on. But yeah.
Can I ask you why? What's your why?
My why is I want to show people that disability doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what your body functions like. Just matters who you are as a person instead of what your physical limitations, I guess, are. So yeah.
See, and that's such a wonderful why, and it's so important that you get a stage to speak on. It's very important, and I want to just let you know that I'm committed and dedicated to helping you do that, because anybody who watches this can see an interview who hasn't met you already in class or in your life, that they'll see you and go, oh my gosh, like this guy needs to be on a national stage someplace, impacting the world. And there are kids out there, I'm going to tell you, there are kids out there, and I'm sure you know this, but who have cerebral palsy, who need to see you. You know,
yeah.
They have to see you on TV.
Yeah.
They need to see you on the big screen. They need it, because then you're going to give them the hope that they need.
And they haven't seen anything like it before. Because there's not many actors out there that are in chairs, and I'm like, there should be more, because there's a lot of people out there that are not being represented.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wonderful. You know, I told somebody else this earlier today, but part of our vision, where we're going as a company, we very specifically, our mission is to impact as many people as possible with light and goodness. And so we're doing that locally with our classes, right? And then we're just now branching into, really, if we get there, international presence with our online courses.
Yeah.
But a big part of the vision is actually content creation. And so we're going to be making movies and making TV shows, helping get the message out there. And I have a really good feeling you'll be a part of that.
Well, thank you.
God willing, that would be great. So, all right, last question for you. If there was somebody out there who was curious or who was scared or maybe thought they might want to try this but they weren't sure, what would be the advice you'd give them?
Acting is not easy, but if you want to try hard and work hard, there is a place for you. But you have to try hard and work hard or it's not going to work.
Thank you, Jonathan. Love you, brother.
Love you too.